So if you would, these are very simple. You obviously have liked, subscribed, and or followed This Is True Really. We don't know why. We don't care why. We're grateful that apparently you haven't woken up from whatever stupor you were in.
And thank you.
Now, if you could... That. You're so polite.
Shut up. Read the thing.
Nub. Anyway, if you could possibly have your friends, probably while they're in a stupor of some sort, like, subscribe, and or follow us too, well, that would be swell.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Remember when I suggested a week or so ago that when in doubt, you should simply name a town from anywhere and pick a county and country from anywhere else, and no one will know?
Okay.
The Welsh were listening.
Uh-oh.
It appears the bilingual sign in the Highlands Skewen was mistranslated.
Of course it was.
With 3 unpronounceable words, owing to them having no vowels.
It's Wales. They don't use vowels.
No, they don't. They're like Hawaiians. Anyway, it was supposed
but Hawaiians sound cooler. The Welsh sound like angry Germans with no vowels. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just the sound I get from my delicate
We
ears.
love Tom Jones, really. We do.
We do.
So the Highlands...
It's not unusual.
The Highlands Skewen...
Pussycat.
In Welsh read Scottish Highlands, which are actually about 500 miles from Skewen in Neath, Port Talbot, to the edge of the Scottish Highlands, or otherwise about 9 hours by car. The translation...
How long by car in a kilt?
was carried out by translators who work regularly for the council. They have apologized for the error, saying that was a typo, according to a spokesperson.
So roughly translated, that would be, whoops.
Yeah. Do they actually know Welsh? I think that's the question we should be asking.
Honestly, have you tried to watch Welsh TV shows?
Yes, it's hilarious.
They're in English.
Yeah.
For the most part. And then it's like watching like watching Jack Taylor, man.
Yep.
Everything's in English. And all of a sudden they reel off this conversation in something.
Gaelic, well, up in Jack Taylor, sure.
But Welsh, I look at the words written down and I go.
So here's the thing.
Like somebody dyslexic grabbed some letters out of an alphabet and put them in order.
And with an attention deficit issue as well.
Exactly.
They've got to inspect all the signs now. Who knows what they've been saying?
It's kind of like when you see chicks with the Chinese tattoos.
Water.
This means ice. I really want to find someone who speaks Chinese and find out what they really say.
I've got a few on hand. Let me know when they need to be there.
Okay.
I use them to do my translations.
I'll have my daughter over soon. And she has one on her back so that you could see it when she was a swimmer in high school, right?
Right.
So you can see it with her swimsuit. It says ice because she also played hockey.
Yeah.
In my luck, it says something. Anyway, remember the NBC News story about...
Can you just imagine some Chinese or Japanese swimmer with the English word ice
water
on her back or water?
Yeah.
You can. Yeah, that's odd. Anyway, sorry. Beer.
Tramp stamp. NBC News New York reported on a subway power outage late in August, which resulted in more than 80 trains coming to a complete full and almighty stop.
Okay.
It has been determined it was caused by someone just pressing a power switch that should have had a protective cover and obviously didn't.
So he leaned against the desk and stopped all the trains.
According to the New York governor's office, now would that be Cuomo or whoever followed him?
Yeah, I think his lieutenant is now in charge.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but this was like September 10th. Yeah, that would have been the new one.
Yeah, he's gone, thank goodness.
Yeah. The governor's, and all the women said, The governor's office said things deteriorated after the button was pushed. The hell. 5 trains, they say, in the Bronx got stranded between stations. 300 people had to be removed from the trains.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, Governor Kathy Hochul says that New Yorkers deserve absolute confidence in a fully functioning subway system, and it's our job to restore that confidence. Good luck, lady. I mean, really, it's New York.
I am proposing a bill
Good New Yorkers don't have confidence in anything.
to right all the wrongs of society. It will cost $40 trillion a month.
What I can't understand is this great, deep love for New York if you're a New Yorker. I mean, is that like you love your dysfunctional family?
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Okay, because I've met your family, and I tell you, they could be New York.
Exactly. Police blotter.
You'd be Queens, I think.
I would.
Nope.
Thank
Nope.
you.
I think Chris would be Queens.
Where does a king find a wife? Queens.
But
So, police blotter. And I have fallen.
no, not that way. You see, three people over here were just having their filthy little minds.
You stop it.
Wrong Queens,
I have fallen in love
I
with
think.
the Flathead County Sheriff's and Kalispell police reports.
Uh-oh.
So, they're not a huge town. It's not a huge town. So you get police reports like this, 7:14 a.m. A vehicle parked 24 feet, 7 inches from a stop sign was cited for parking within 30 feet of said stop sign.
What I want
bet
this
it's
guy to be my
close.
caddy, because if he can tell distances that close,
I think he measured it. He spent his time
how
measuring.
long is this putt? 17 feet, 2.25 inch, sir.
Set the arms for 17 feet.
It's uphill though, so
2.25
hit it like an 18.3 foot putt.
12:50 p.m. A bat landed on an elementary school student. You okay there?
I guess.
2:50 p.m. A man was propositioned and was offended. Was he really a man? I mean,
By who was he? See, it's
I guess it
the
depends
whole
on who
thing
it
here
was.
is who propositioned you.
right, because I'd be like, oh, well, thank you very much. No, but thank you very much.
I mean, like if it's Phil, the meter reader.
Then shut up,
No.
Phil. Get out of here.
If it's Dolores from the club,
Well, then thank you, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
3:21 p.m.
I'll have to ask my wife.
3:21 p.m. A salon owner suffered a ripped shirt in a scuffle over dog poop bags. Not even over dog poop.
Just the bags.
And
Holy
what
buckets, Batman.
what does being a salon owner have to do with any of it?
I'm guessing there was a poop issue outside the salon.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I'm guessing.
5:14 p.m. A suspicious male taking photos in the bathroom was just taking pictures of the tile to capture the face of God. Now that one sounds like a big city problem.
Or one that should be in Mexico.
7:31 p.m. Dogs were barking.
Well, of course, they couldn't find anything to pick up their poop with.
10:06 p.m. And you're welcome. A man lying in a parking lot was just taking a nap.
Oh, man, how that takes the fun out of things. Why did this remind me of the rabies story?
What rabies story?
Someone in the United States died of rabies.
Okay.
It's like the first time in years and years and years.
Right. Because we have good medicine for it.
We do. And it turns out that the moron turned it down. But he's 80 years old.
Mm,
And I'm still thinking though, rabies is a painful way to go.
it is.
Of course, the shots are not. I mean, if you're in the medical profession, tell me, are not the shots kind of a rigorous, painful kind of cycle?
And there's a series of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he dies. How
Mhm.
did he get this? He went to the doctor saying that he woke up one day, night, morning. When do old people wake up?
Whenever they want.
Okay. He woke up whenever he wanted to with a bat biting him in the neck.
What? That so
Okay.
rarely happens.
Now I'm going back to thinking of Dr. Acula.
And Vlad. Hi, Patrick.
Lad, you old impaler, you. Good on you. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So he gets a bat bite and gets rabies and dies. So what does the Board of Health do? They do what you always do for the Board of Health.
You outlaw rabid bats.
You go, well, in New York, because
because that will
Someone
do
could
something.
use them as a weapon.
Yeah.
Look at all the people that we've murdered with bats.
And the people out in LA are so afraid of gluten, you could rob a bank with a bagel.
Yeah. Don't touch me with that. Take whatever you want. Okay, I like the lox.
And I want that cream cheese. I want
Little cream cheese. Got any cream cheese with onion over there?
There you go.
Where was I? Oh, so they go inspect his house.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's the question. What is a colony of bats? Is that
It's not a
like
flock.
a generational thing? Or is it like a village? Because in his house,
Yeah.
the old guy that's dead now from rabies,
Yeah.
a colony of bats were living.
Oh my.
Apparently,
Maybe it's a home run of bats.
if you get enough bat poo, guano,
Yes.
you get enough of that,
Yep.
it kind of seeps.
Yes, it does. It's horrible. Sometimes they
Everywhere.
have to tear down structures.
They did.
You
You know what?
feller?
For just a moment there, I was not a Batman fan.
Just a moment.
But then I remembered he's not really a bat. He dresses up in a costume and fights crime because he's a billionaire. He's very
right.
rich.
That's right.
And he would beat Anthony Stark like a drum. Look at you, Marvel. Batman's billionaire kicks your billionaire's butt every time because he's Batman.
This is true, really news. Send email to TiTR@netradio.network.